What would you do when the world around you is filled with only dinosaurs? Do you think you could survive and prevail? Well, Pickle did just that. Living since ancient times, and luckily surviving cataclysmic events for millions of years, Pickle has arrived in the present world, unleashing his formidable strength. Having once ruled the Jurassic era, Pickle's might could easily be in the top 5 strongest characters in Baki, couldn't it? Welcome to the Ackerman Recap. Today, let's delve into everything about Pickle, the individual capable of taking down a gigantic T-Rex dinosaur with his bare hands. Appearance: Pickle has long black hair that reaches his shoulders and a fairly youthful face. What's intriguing here is Pickle's age. Being an ancient individual, it implies that this young man has a lifespan of several million years, making him the oldest character in the Baki series world. He stands over 8 feet tall, approximately 2.4 meters, and possesses an incredibly dense muscular structure. For comparison, the muscle density in Pickle's body could rival that of Biscuit Oliver. Despite being a primitive human, his facial features and body shape don't resemble any human that came before. This has led some to believe that Pickle is a missing link in the chain of evolution. However, Pickle possesses a rather youthful face, and his eyes even appear quite innocent. Yet, this innocence only holds when he has no enemies to provoke him. If someone were to anger him, like the young man Baki did, you can imagine the outcome. Due to his daily battles with massive creatures, Pickle's fingernails have become sharp, resembling the claws of feline species or large predators. Because he used to move on all fours, Pickle has an extremely robust neck vertebra. Pickle's body has grown to such a size that he can hardly fit into modern clothing. This is why, when confined to the Tokyo arena, he wears only a small loincloth to maintain a sense of decorum and modesty. Initially, he was entirely nude and didn't care about anyone's opinions. Personality. When it comes to intelligence, it's unlikely that Pickle surpasses that of an average human. As of the current point in the story, we've never heard Pickle speak a clear word, not even a single one. And we can't quite grasp what Pickle intends to convey whenever he attempts to express himself. What we do hear are primal screams each time he utters a sound. His actions all reflect his animalistic nature within. Right after being brought to Japan by the U.S. military, right at the airport, Pickle engaged in inappropriate behavior with a female reporter in front of everyone present. He even refused to stop when confronted by multiple security personnel, leading to a physical altercation. This scene was omitted when adapted into anime. Pickle doesn't exhibit a sense of guilt or remorse. This is because at this point in the story, Pickle lacks a concept of right and wrong. He only knows that no one is like him, and he needs to reproduce to prevent the complete extinction of his species. It's a level of wildness that is truly fearsome, a true treasure of humanity. This is why the government has turned a blind eye to his actions. Despite his extremely wild nature, being a warrior, Pickle also holds his own sense of honor. He won't engage in senseless fighting or indiscriminate slaughter of anyone, except when challenged and resisted, that is. This is a prehistoric individual, and there are no rules here. Anyone defeated by Pickle will become his food. However, there's one exceptional case. When fighting against Baki, Pickle doesn't engage for sustenance, but for the pride of a warrior when insulted. After each victory, Pickle would weep before devouring his defeated opponent. This is akin to a form of respect that Pickle reserves for opponents he deems worthy. Strength. Pickle's muscles are so dense and strong that they can withstand a point-blank 9mm bullet fired at close range. Although there might be bleeding, in general, the bullets can't penetrate through his muscular layer. Existing from the Cretaceous period to the present day, during his periods of hibernation, Pickle clearly remained oblivious to the world's changes. Thus, in battles, Pickle's strength relies entirely on instinct and everything he's learned while confronting the prehistoric beasts of his time. Daily, Pickle killed and consumed dinosaurs from his era using only his bare hands. His particular favorite was the T-Rex. Large monsters could sense the power emanating from this man and would flee. There was only one exception, the Siberian tiger that attacked Pickle out of extreme hunger. Yet, even that tiger eventually became Pickle's meal. He felt fear and surprise when encountering the world's strongest man for the first time. This clash embedded itself deeply in his memory. The two engaged in a power struggle, and the image of a T-Rex appeared before Pickle. Yujiro had to employ his techniques and wholeheartedly admire that immense strength. True warriors require resilience as one of their vital attributes. You can only withstand your opponent's attacks if you have good endurance, right? And with a muscle density like his, that's one of Pickle's strengths. When it comes to sheer endurance without using any special skills, Pickle perhaps only loses to Yujiro. A prime example is his fight with Katsumi, where he took the strongest blows from his opponent and easily got back up. Similarly, in his battle against Retsu, the Chinese martial artist used ancient techniques that had been passed down for 4,000 years, delivering numerous strikes to Pickle's head to disorient him. Yet he remained steadfast. Due to his previous quadrupedal locomotion, Pickle's neck has evolved and developed a remarkable strength. This makes it very difficult for him to sustain head injuries. Another example can be found in the Baki manga, where Musashi easily cleaved through the bodies of 8 people and severed 6 pairs of hands in a single strike. Musashi was genuinely surprised by Pickle's incredible hardness. Besides his robust body, Pickle also possesses an immensely powerful set of teeth. He can easily bite and lift Jack, weighing 200 kilograms, into the air. Jack has fought Pickle twice, and both times the results were the same. In the second match, Pickle casually and carefully lifted Jack onto a high-rise building, then suspended him like a reserve item for later. This was a real humiliation for a fighter like Jack, because Pickle doesn't see Jack as an opponent or enemy. He regards him as food. Those who can directly confront this prehistoric giant are undoubtedly individuals with the pure bloodline of the Hanma family. Apart from Yujiro, there's no one else besides Baki. Yujiro himself predicted that Baki would accomplish great feats, and true to his father's proclamation, his son has indeed achieved them. Although it's true that in that battle, Baki faced numerous difficulties. Just a hug and a fall from a height of about 30 meters at the Tokyo Dome left his body shattered. Lungs, liver, intestines, all broken. Yet, Pickle easily stood up as if nothing had happened. Afterward, he lightly punched Baki and assured him that everything was fine, not to worry, and they should continue playing. The destructive mode of the Hanma bloodline was activated. Baki suppressed his injuries, utilizing every last ounce of his strength to fight. He employed techniques not found in any martial arts manuals and techniques that no one could have imagined, even if they were a master of Chinese martial arts, someone who held the legacy of their nation's kung fu for over 4,000 years. Although this battle was controversial, ultimately, Pickle emerged victorious through his sheer strength. However, this was because Baki chose not to employ techniques or tricks. If he had continued to use them, he might have been able to secure a victory, don't you think? So, we can conclude that in terms of pure strength, Baki would lose to Pickle. However, if Baki were to apply both techniques and tricks in addition to his martial arts skills, it's certain that Pickle wouldn't stand a chance. Nevertheless, with his pure strength alone, Pickle has already surpassed countless modern-day experts. If one day Pickle were to learn martial arts, it's uncertain how things would unfold. Perhaps only Baki or Yujiro could stand in his way then, right? And that wraps up everything about the strongest prehistoric being. Remember to subscribe to the channel to catch the best videos from me. Thank you, and goodbye everyone.